The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users, on demand on iTunes and on YouTube, and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you can post your comments whether you agree with yours truly or not. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated to an additional 12 million households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. Boaz, did you have a chance to read the blog, the story I wrote about Reverend Wright today?
Vaguely, yes, I did, Gary.
Oh, I don't know how you feel about this. I presume the same way as I do, but he really revealed himself. We're going to get to the story du jour in just a second. But I want to talk about this just for a moment before we do. The other day, in an interview with a newspaper, Reverend Wright, Jeremiah Wright, the former pastor emeritus of Barack Obama's former church in Chicago. We all know who he is because he's the guy who said "God damn America" from the pulpit. Said in this interview he hasn't since his most famous former congregant has been elected as president of the United States, had opportunity to talk to President Obama because, quote, them Jews, close quote, have kept them apart. Today, he tried to backtrack on that by saying, well, no, I didn't mean to say them Jews. I meant to say them Zionists. And you know what I want to say to Reverend Wright, and I did on the blog? Thank you for revealing yourself and those others who attack Zionists as a way to get around not saying them Jews for who you are. You are an anti-Jew, and that's all there is to be said about you and people who do that. It's an excuse to go around and not saying, well, I'm anti-Semitic, so I will attack a person for being Jewish, I'll attack a person for being a Zionist. We all know that he wasn't referring to the Christians, the atheists, the agnostics, or the Muslims in the White House who are Zionists as well, by virtue of the fact that they recognize the right of the State of Israel to exist. He was referring to them Jews, even if he had said them Zionists. Do you agree with me there, Boaz?
Well, yes, Gary, and usually when somebody like that makes a statement like that and puts his right foot in doo-doo and tries to take his left foot in order to take a correct step out of it, usually places his left foot in the same pile of doo-doo. And this happens time and again.
Yes, we all understand how to speak what he said. He said them Jews, did he not? Then he says he meant to say them Zionists. And there you go. There's the proof in the pudding. Right there. To guys like that, Jews and Zionists are interchangeable terms. It's like if a white person referred to a group of blacks as you people. We all know what that is code for. And it's just as disgusting. Okay, we have an election underway. I don't think we have the results in because it seems to be like the presidential elections here in the United States, too close to call. It's between Mr. Ahmadinejad, who is the current president, and three other guys, most notably Houssein Mousavi, who we hope will be more friendly to the West. Before we go to our guest, Housain in Iran, Boaz, do you have that report from the United Arab Emirates where people went to the embassy to vote in droves?
Greetings. I'm standing outside the Iranian Embassy in Dubai, where hundreds of Iranians have participated in the election process. Um, they've been out since 9 o'clock in the morning, and the numbers are just growing. Clearly, the choices are obvious: more of the same, or a vote for change. And from the colors the people are wearing, it's obvious that the green movement is for me, Houssein Mousavi is clearly the selected option, and it is clearly the vote of choice for many Iranians who want a country as large and as rich and as diverse as Iran to participate and take part in the global community of nations. And this is a vote, a protest vote, a vote for change, and a vote for Iran to be more involved in the global community. So the outcome of this election is quite important, and we will hear and see what the decisions are going to be, if not by the end of today, definitely by June 19th, where there's going to be a runoff election. And Houssein Mousavi seems to be the front runner.
So the person who filed that report is Shahriar Shahabi, who is with us here on News Talk Online on Paltalk.com, joining us from the UAE. Shahriar, you said that it is a vote for change. What did you mean by that? Shahriar is having trouble getting his microphone going. Shahriar, are you with us? Yeah, we tested it earlier, and we're having difficulty hearing him now. Maybe he'll get that sorted out, but we thank you for that report. We appreciate you filing it for us. Okay, let's go to Housein, who is in Iran and who has been closely watching the developments there. Housein, welcome to News Talk Online on Paltalk.com. And would you agree with Shahriar that this is a vote for change, that we see sort of like a political revolution, a bloodless political revolution going on there in Iran?
Gary, can you hear me?
Okay, Housein? Yes, go ahead, Housein.
Okay. Good morning, Gary. Actually, it's a morning here, in the early morning in Tehran and Iran. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't hear Shahriar properly. But in my view, yes, it's a change. It's going to happen. Well, in the past 4 weeks, the campaign unleashed passions and tensions, the huge rallies, very intelligent campaign slogans, savvy internet utilization, and televised debates, which in my view, adopted from the US-style TV debate, poured Iranians to the streets so that they can take part in our country's political destiny, which in my view, and in my opinion, it was unique among the Middle Eastern countries, which has happened in so far in my country. Well, and also I believe Iranians obtained the chance to pass judgments on Ahmadinejad's 4 years in office, especially his management of the Iran's oil exporting economy, which is suffering from the high inflation and unemployment, and to give them the opportunity to choose their